Hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. My mateys, scallywags, and friends. How are ya? How are ya? Hello, good evening, sweetie. Hi, hi. Hope everyone is having a good day. Sorry, fixing my headphones. I'm gonna order new headphones on Friday. I can't take it anymore with these headphones. They're all messed up, like I'm wearing them the wrong way because like they're split on one side and yeah. But I'm not wearing my rings. So listen, I know I did my nails on Sunday, but I got a lot of like IRL stress and anxiety going on. So I picked them all off. But I saved the fake nails. I saved them, so I'm going to glue them back on. So, yeah, stress and anxiety. Lots of, some intrusive thoughts got the best of me, and I took it out on my nails. So, but how are we? How are we doing today? I want to hear bright spots, good things. Gonna try and keep it positive. It's all right. It's just it's at the end of the day, it's okay, you know. I will work through it. I love you. I love you too, my dear. I just have a lot of like, and I've been sort of like definitely open with like my own. I really should probably go to like talk shit out with a therapist, but the U.S. health system is like, bleh. Anyways, for mental health, but just I have sort of like things set in place that help me get through it, and that's kind of what I'm working through this evening. So don't want to like dive too much into it. We'll just have like a really better love story than Twilight. Sweetie, have we told I think we might have told this story, like that was our first date with Twilight because we're old as shit. We went and saw Twilight together. So but Twilight. Oh, Twilight. I haven't read the books. I should reread the books and see if I'm still like, because I fell in love with the books. There was some like silliness in it, like, I don't know about this, but I did enjoy the books for the most part. They were a good, like, turn your brain off type of movie. Yeah, I did. I was like, hey, you want to go see Twilight? We worked at a movie theater. And I was like, hey, do you want to go see Twilight? And he's like, Twilight? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay. We went and saw Twilight. So, it's your favorite movie of all time? You know what? It's good for what it was. Like, I feel like you watched all 3 Twilight movies last night. Really? I haven't watched a Twilight movie in a long time. I think I've read all the books. I'm not kidding. I think they're just like, you got ads. Oh no. I'll wait for you. We'll hold off on the Twilight combo. But everyone tell me about your day, then we'll pick it up. We'll pick up the Twilight combo. Sorry, this pencil is... I'm sharpening my pencils. I found most of my pencils. You're back? Okay. Yeah, so, I'm trying to figure out, because I had read all the books. Like, one of my friends had introduced me to the books, and I was like, all right. And I really... I guess I was just in that point in my life where I was like, yeah, the books are good, I really enjoyed them. And then the movie came out, and I don't know, I couldn't decide if I liked the movie or not. But I will say, I liked how in the last movie, Breaking Dawn? Was that it? I don't remember. I don't remember the last one. Anyways, the last one. Like the big fight scene, battle scene. I appreciated how that was shot and done. But I mean, honestly, like, yeah, Breaking Dawn. Okay. Honestly, like, I'm going to pick the books over the movies for the most part. You cried? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to, like, I haven't watched them in so long. I'll have to sort of like sort my emotions out about them. Like, I have a sentimental attachment to them, but are they a good movie? Yeah, I feel like a lot of those actors kind of got pigeonholed to those movies. Though I know Robert Pattinson was very vocal about not liking being in those movies. And I think Kristen Stewart was similar. Good evening, Lord of Crowns. Welcome on in. We're just having a little Twilight talk. I know it's sort of like hip to be square to sort of like take a shit on Twilight, but I'm enjoying them more now than I watched them originally. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and watch them. I'm trying to think. I did. And I had the same issue in it with the book. Like the whole like I thought the whole lore between like werewolves within the native community up there, like that was really interesting. Like I enjoyed the lore and the story building behind it, but I don't know, there were some characters I was like, You know who made the movies for me though? Was what's her face? Dakota Fanning. I thought she was so good. I was like, oh yes. As the what's her face? I can't think of her name. One of the Vitali or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, overall, my main thing also, because I worked at the movie theater when the first Twilight came out, seeing like these like very much grown ass women being like, ooh, what was his name? There was Edward and Jacob. Yeah, being like Team Edward, Team Jacob, and like like the actor who played Jacob at the time was very much like a young teen. He was like 16 or 17. It's like, ew. Like that was a little off-putting, but I understand they're supposed to be teenagers. But also in the book, like Jacob's like 14 or 15. He's quite young. Like, excuse me, ladies, are you reading the same book that I have read? Hello. But yeah, Taylor Lautner, thank you. That was the actor's name. I couldn't think of his name. I don't know what he's doing. I feel like a lot of those actors have just sort of like Kristen Stewart does a lot of like passion projects, but she's also like in really close with like Chanel. So that's like what she does. Robert Pattinson has been doing stuff, but everyone else I'm just sort of like the rest of the Cullens. You know, I've really got to do my roots. Okay. But yeah. I did enjoy the novella, like the little, I Am Batman. I haven't even watched all of that. Oh, beverage this evening. Me and my heavy pour. It's got a lot of vodka in here, but I can't taste it because of the creme de violette and the ginger beer. But I don't know what to call it. I'm pretty sure there's a name out for something like this. Yeah. But, you know, overall, I enjoy Robert Pattinson. I think he's a good actor. I think he's I think he takes himself very seriously and wants to be seen as a serious actor. And I think taking on that role of Edward Cullen, I think was not something that they expected. Because it was an indie film first. Like, this whole film was done with, like, a completely independent film company. They didn't have any, like, big money backing or whatever. So, oh, do you guys like my shirt? It's Grant Truesdale merch. I had to get it because it's his alter ego bruised chicken skin. So, I like it. It's fun. Makes me smile. Makes me happy. So, okay. Well, we can still talk Twilight. Totally fine. The Twilight series. While we go art. So, I'm gonna let me real talk. Like I said at the beginning of stream, I'm just like, oh, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try and push through it. So even if this looks like shit, at least we did it and we have a base. And we're gonna work on War tonight. I have an idea for it, but I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% how it's gonna turn out. I forgot to pull up my God, my boy kiddo is being so loud. Anyways, how was everyone's day? What were your bright spots? What made you smile? Made you laugh? See funny things on the internet? You know? How was your day? Tell me about it. We go search. Ophelia in water. Sorry, I'm looking for a specific esque images. Here we go. Because my idea for this is like war. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the painting. It's like Ophelia in water, where right in Hamlet where Ophelia drowns herself. But it's painting, famous painting. But like that's sort of like my idea for war, sort of floating in the water. But I don't know how that's gonna look because I've never drawn anything like that before. So it's gonna be an adventure. So I just need some sort of like reference photos. I can't even spell Ophelia. It's from Hamlet. Poor Ophelia. Man, Ophelia got fucking screwed over by Hamlet so much. She got played by her dad, and she got played by the king, and she got played by Hamlet, and Ophelia is like right in the fucking middle. Lord of Crowns, exactly. Let's pour one out for our girl Ophelia. Hell yeah. Anyways, Ophelia was tragic. Something made me laugh today, but I can't remember what. Well, I mean, you know what? I'm glad that something made you smile, though. It's amazing. I'm just moving my images over onto this screen. 3 screens with 3 screen in it. I feel like if you're going to be a streamer, I don't see how people can stream with like 1 monitor. Like 2 at minimum, but 3 is like the optimal amount of monitors. And even then I'm like, do I have enough monitors? So, but yeah, always felt real bad for Ophelia. I think she was much more tragic than Juliet, you know. And I just, you know, because she was manipulated by everybody. I got a shipping notice for a collection I pre-ordered finally, and art has thus far continued. So, yay! That's amazing. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that. I love being like, I got shit on the way. I got shit on the way. I love that. There's one place I order online where I get like all my incense, like all my witchy incense, and it makes me so happy. I usually do like a pretty big order, so I'm always so happy when I'm like, my shit is on the way. Monitor, yeah, like my computer monitors, my screens. So makes me happy. Okay. So, art. Cool. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Anyways. Mood. Time to obsess. Exactly. And then you're like, where are you coming? Where are you coming? My stuff is coming from Montana, but it usually gets here pretty quick. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucking stoked. Okay, so as you see, we did some sticky note sketches. I don't necessarily. Oh, that's pestilence. So here are some sticky notes. Oh no. You're like, why customs? Why? Alright, so there we go. So those are our two kind of drawings-ish drawings. So I think I might make it, I kind of want to make it maybe more armor looking versus like a dress. So I may need to look up armor. But we're just rough sketching, so we'll figure this out. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I try to sort of like figure out water. I heard I don't have enough moderate. Oh, oh no. I have a. Listen, I only have 2 mods. Technically, one is my husband and one is Ark, and then me. I don't have enough traffic to warrant being like, hey, who else wants to be a mod? You know, I'm just me, you know. That's good enough for me in regards to the mods I need. The mods. Okay, let's get our pencils. Which one are we gonna use? Oh, we're gonna go with our tried and true HB. So but nice. Well, sounds like, you know, sounds like we had a pretty solid day. My day was all right. Yeah, sure. You know what? I appreciate the that you offered. I will if that day ever comes. We'll see. It may come. It may not. You know, still trying to like unlock the magic, so to speak, of things. But at the same time, here's the thing. It's the quality of your chat, not the quantity of people. And it's a very important thing to remember. Because there are some big streamers who have some really fucking shitty people hanging out with them. And that's just like, I'm not interested in that, you know. I'm interested in creating a space. Oh, are you using channel points to unlock emotes? Yeah, some good emotes in there. Going back to our little window shape here. It's not perfect, but it will do. It will do. Okay. So, I think... I'm trying to decide. I kind of... One day I will nail an angle for this camera. No, that's, listen, I get that. I get that, man. Listen, that is just fine. You just listen. People hanging out is good enough, you know. Subs and bits and yeah, that's really cool. And I do like that, you know, helps. Honestly, it helps just kind of me buy things for the stream. You know. Yeah, I was gonna try and save whatever payout monies I get to get like an iPad, but then it's like, well, no, I have to like get new headphones because I want to try my hand at digital art, but I don't know how, you know, just to try different things and, you know, see how that works. Rough sketching it. Will you make them as decorations? Oh, like the drawings, the four horsemen? Yeah, I plan on scanning them and doing something with them. Yeah, I plan on doing stuff with them. Yeah, I thought I'm probably gonna take him to have them scanned. Okay, there's our middle of our torso. And here's the other half. To have them scanned, and I probably put them up as prints. Yeah, I'll probably put them up as prints. I think you can do canvas and prints through Streamlabs. But I do have like a Society 6 art page set up. For shits and giggles. Kind of cut it off right here, and then legs. Yeah, I think maybe armor would look kind of cool. Maybe we'll do like armor. And because with Pestilence had sort of like a robe or whatever. I do. Yeah, it is much. Yeah. That'd be much. Oh, Moobot and Streamlabs doing both. God dang it. But yeah. Yeah, I do. And then just a couple other sort of rando things. So, I need my eraser. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do these as prints on Streamlabs. Or both. I might just upload them to both. To Streamlabs and to Society 6. So, but yeah, I'll probably wait for them all to be done so that way I can upload them kind of all at the same time. But it's such a pain in the ass, like having to sort of like, you have to reformat all the things, you know? I constantly shift and move, so the camera angles are all weird. So, But yeah. They're just like stick legs, okay? They're just example legs. I'm just trying to get the get the shape of everything right. So, but yeah, no, but I, like I said, on my my Linktree stuff, I've uploaded, I don't know, I may need to re-upload the 2 things that I have. So, you want more so I can encourage 2 friends? Oh, it should be fun. So I'm trying to decide. Here's my dilemma. I want to do sort of like a traditional. I'll buy the water bottle because I need one. Oh, the water bottle's pretty cool. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do sort of like the traditional sort of like Arthurian knight thing where the arms are sort of like folded across, you know, with like like a sword. Maybe be higher. You know what I mean? So like have this like like that sort of like a medieval type look to it. I mean this is technically inspired by a medieval-y type thing that I saw when I was in high school. I think so. I think we'll do it like this. So we have a sword to the pointy blade. There we go. Now, I don't know if I want to do a helmet. I kind of want to try my hand at making headgear, but I don't want it to look like shit. You know? I love that I'm doing this just to like do this again on paper, but I have no idea how this is gonna look. Helmet, helmet, helmet. When in doubt, use refs. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a helmet. Because I have the Ophelia sort of like water type painting. Because I kind of like the idea of floating in water, but I've never done anything like that before. So I have the reference photos on sort of like how to make that look. But yeah, I think a helmet would look pretty rad. I kind of like maybe like an old school helmet. We're just doing what like I picture in my head, you know? Oh. Hey, sweetie, thank you so much for buying a tumbler. The big one, too. Oh, that's so sweet. Nice merch, thank you. Thanks at all. Yeah, it's a pretty cool design. I'm very like it. I found a guy on Fiverr to do some cool lettering, and then Ark was kind enough, was generous enough to yeah, to make that sort of representation rendition of me. It's for my job. Yeah, you can never have too many water bottles. That's how I feel about it. So both of you can follow me and make me feel, oh, that's so sweet, honey. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. That's so kind. I think I'm gonna look up. Yeah, I need reference photos. I think I'm gonna have be like eyes closed. Again, this is just a rough sketch, so I can get an idea. But I'll definitely be using reference photos because if I'm gonna draw like armor, I need that. So. There's our nose. I guess we could look that up. I'm just trying to like get like a rough sketch of everything, and then I can look up reference photos of like armor and helmets, and I can try and sketch those out. Hey, yeah, Streamlabs is pretty fast for the most part. I mean, Streamlabs is one of two things, either really fast or really slow. But they have great customer service. So not bad. Okay. So I'm just sort of like in my head. USD here at 51 in Canadian with shipping. Yeah, I will say definitely the Streamlabs shipping. I feel like everyone in the world is so used to like Amazon and like the free shipping, like the free 2-day shipping. That everyone's like, what? But I order enough stuff off of Etsy, Etsy to sort of just like, all right, that's fine. I love ordering stuff off of Etsy, by the way. I find the coolest stuff. I got like 2 of these necklaces. Like these are from Etsy. These are from the same shop, but I got that from Etsy. I got like, I got a couple other things. I got actually some cool. I found another cool shop on Etsy that I ordered stuff from. So it's like, I was like I said, I do retail therapy when I'm feeling sad. I'm like, well, I'll just get myself a little something, a little pick me up. Okay. All right, so I feel like since we're going sort of with like a medieval type armor-esque look. I like that helmet though, but it looks like, you know my problem. Oh, Edain, thank you for gifting that sub to Sweetie. I know she appreciates it. Sweetie, enjoy ad-free and the emotes. It ain't ever so generous. Ever so generous. Yep. Gather emotes. Okay. So, and then what I was thinking for the background, just sort of like tall, like lily pads and lotuses, you know? So like doing... Well, not lotuses. I guess just like lily pads. you know? It ain't. By the way, I just want to say it brings me such joy when it brought me such joy when I saw you use the swear jar emote earlier in Shane's stream. I was like, ah, yes. I wish there was a way that I could like maybe have like a little screen set up. Oh no, the swear jar is a bit emote unlock. Swear jar. Yes. Yeah, the swear jar here, it is a bit it's a bit emote. I don't remember what it is though. Yeah, I have it in Discord. I finally uploaded some of the stuff. Good evening. Found something I want to show you. I'll put in Discord. Hey, awesome. Hey, Max. I'd love to see it. Post it in the old Discord for me. I can't wait to see it. Okay. I got to bring up another Instagram. Not Instagram. Pinterest. Oh, I like these little flowers with skulls on them. Yeah, but what I was I wonder if I can figure out a way to like make a scene where it has, it looks really dark. Is this dark? It looks dark here on my screen. I don't know if I'm just going crazy or not. I cannot wait to see it. Let's go. Gotta move this out of the way. Ah, there we go. Perfect. What?
You want to set a scene to do what?
Oh, I was just having a conversation. It's not something I need to work out now. Like, what I was thinking was, like, a scene where if I'm looking at, like, reference photos, like, I could have the reference photo that I'm looking at coupled with what I'm drawing here. You know what I mean?
On here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could easily do that.
I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. We're in the middle of the stream.
I could do that when you go to...
Whatever. I just thought of it. It was my idea. All right. So I'm just looking at oh, has anyone so there's a band who covers Final Fantasy music. They have a flashlight. Oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to check it out cuz you know I love the Final Fantasy. Okay, yeah, this makes more sense. Okay, let's fix this. I like the look of this, but if we're going for something more medieval, we got to do something a little bit different. Well, I can't wait to see it or hear it. I bet it's going to be amazing. So it's more like a straight across type thing. Just a little bit of a point. Oh, so we are working on, I'm trying to draw war. So my interpretation of war with the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but they're like waiting around for the apocalypse to start. So it's sort of it is my war in sort of like the painting of Ophelia in water. Sort of like where you know, in Hamlet where she drowns herself. So yeah, so it's just sort of like these really scary Christian biblical type figures in really serene, calm settings. So I'm just sketching it out. I'm plotting. I'm plotting where everything needs to go. I don't know why my lighting looks like I feel like my lighting looks like shit today. And I can't figure out why. So I'm looking at some reference photos right now of sort of medieval type armor to try and get a good idea of what to do. And I think I found something kind of interesting, so it should be fun. So that's what we're doing. But of course it's going to be like very stylized, you know? So we're looking at sort of like doing there's like a chainmail thing that comes down like this and over the shoulders. Oh, this makes it easy because I don't have to worry about like drawing a neck. It's just like all this is like chainmail. You know, we're just going to draw some real quick circles to indicate, my dudes, this is chainmail. I need to save this picture so I don't lose it. Save! Thank you. But Max, how was your day? It needs to be wider. There we go. Hope you had a good day. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very hard to draw. But I think I can figure it out. My day was good. I watched some Godzilla movies. Hell yeah. My day was a day. I got some like IRL things going on. And then like, so I'm trying not to like, you know, try not to ruin I myself. I generally don't have a problem talking about work, but it was just, I don't know, work is work. I just have to say, like, I'm really thankful that I have, though I don't like my job, generally speaking, I am very fortunate to be able to work under someone who is like a good leader and a good, you know, a good friend, you know, but at the same time, like, you know, just a good human overall, you know. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shitty. But if I had to have a bright spot in my day to say like one good thing from today that made me smile or laugh. My lunch was really good. That was nice. I go to the Asian market because to get my ramen because they have the good ramen there. Generally speaking, like I can get like it's just really good. I get really good spicy ramen. So I had some really good spicy ramen for lunch today. So that was nice. I love spicy food. I love spicy food so much. You know, had like a really nice, lovely conversation with one of my internet Twitch friends. You know, fantastic human, UXO guy. I don't know if you might see him around every once in a while, but um, you know, I got to talk to my mom today, and that's, you know, don't want to go too much into that because that's kind of like, it's just a lot. But she's feeling good. She said she was able to eat like soft, solid food today without it like bleh, coming back up. So, but she's been on because she'll be in the hospital for a couple more weeks. So while they work on kicking, while they work on putting chemo in her. So, but yeah, she seems a little bit. She called me yesterday, kind of upset, asked me to do something, asked me just to like pray, and I'm not that not that kind of a person, you know, to sort of. But I you know, I sat with, you know, I talked with her and everything. But she seems like better now. And she's like, yeah, I was able to eat, but they're trying to like get her off of her liquid diet. Yeah, she asked me to pray. And so I just kind of spoke from my heart. Because I'm not, listen, y'all know, I'm not a Christian. So your bright spot was 5 minutes ago? Oh, this is sweet. So I just kind of said what came to my heart, you know, and everything like that. And that seemed to comfort her a little bit, you know. Listen, I'm not trying to say I'm my mom's favorite child, but I am my mother's favorite child. Okay? I kid. None of my siblings are on Twitch, but if they ever find this, I'm kidding. But, you know, yeah, but she was in like pretty good spirits. You know, I think she's nervous about being taken off her liquid nutrients and everything like that. So because, you know, she needs solid food for her treatment. So yeah. Anyways, I told myself I wasn't gonna talk about like my mom and her, what's going on with her, because it just makes me I guess it makes me sad. I don't know. It's a weird emotion, you know, of recognizing that I have that my parents are legitimately senior citizens. You know. No, I bet we can make this kind of flowy. But it's fine. Sweet. And then the legs can be chainmail. Oh, I fucking figured it out. I legitimately tonight was like, I'm not going to be able to figure this out. Like, I had anticipated doing something else. I'm like, I'm just going to fucking fire up Lost Ark or Final Fantasy because I cannot figure this out. So I'm glad I was able to figure this out. Because I like the idea of the series, but I just, you know, I want it to be good. I don't want it to be like garbage, you know. Might get at drawing boots or feet, so we're just gonna hope for the best. Good thing this is just like a sketch, you know. Good thing we're just sort of like working things out here. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. I just need the general shapes. There we go. I kind of like this this reference photo I found. It's like a it is definitely like a medieval drawing, so it's like perfect. Should we have a shield? I don't know where I'd put the shield. I mean, it'd be less work if I put the shield up here. You know. Put a shield here. What do we think? Do we think we should put a shield here of some kind? You know what? I'm going to sketch it here. I might change my mind later about it. But it's okay if I do. That's what we're going to do. All right. Cool. Nice. I'm liking how this is turning out. Like I said, I was really concerned I wasn't just doubting myself. The legs look weird. I know. I'm gonna fix them, hopefully. I'm just kind of working on, again, shapes. Trying to just nail down some shapes here. Part of me wants to add horns on here, but I feel like that might look kind of weird. You're doing great. I like a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Max. What do we think? Horn or no horn? Let's mull it over. I'd put up a poll, but I don't know. 1 for horn, 2 for no horn on the helmet. I'm just gonna kind of leave it there. I don't know. I kind of like it with the horn. Plastic Kitten. Hello, my friend. How are you? Fellow, my wonderful EU friend. How are you? One? Yeah, I'm liking the horn. Oh, how's you, my lovely? Oh, honey, I'm doing all right. I am, glad for stream. Glad for stream tonight. I needed the distraction. It's only Wednesday and it's like a rough week. 1 horn. Oh, I like that idea. That's good, sweetie. I like that. I actually really like that. It's a good idea. Thank you. Chat, I'm so glad you're here with me this evening. Like I said in like my message on Twitter, normie job sucks. You know what doesn't suck? Twitch chat. Plastic Kitten, how was your day? I know it's early in the morning for you, but how have you been, my friend? How have you been? It's late evening for me, really? Oh, okay. I never know people's time zones. I know, like, you are not in North America. But I guess it just depends on your mindset, really, you know? Yeah, I like this. And then we can do, like, really feminine features here. You know? Because we're not going to do hair. Just really feminine. Finish Gyro's merch today, barring any little fixes. Sorting stuff like that. Personally, I'm so perfectly stuffed. Hey, that's amazing. That sounds fantastic. Like, there's nothing more satisfying than being like, yes, I did the thing. It looks good. If there are any little fixes, that's fine. But for the most part, chef's kiss. It's so satisfying. It's amazing. I'm so happy. Trying to get everyone's bright spots. Which I totally took that from a podcast, by the way. I took that from Knowledge Fight. So there's a podcast called Knowledge Fight. And listen, if you want to like dive into the madness of like the shit that I listen to, go check them out. But they did an episode, and that's what the two guys who run the podcast, like at the beginning of the pandemic, they started asking each other like what their bright spots were, because of course the world's on fucking fire. So every day, like every episode, they ask what each other's bright spots are, and they celebrate those bright spots before diving into their content. So it's amazing. I've been looking for your Discord for 15 minutes because like I wanted to show you. No wonder I didn't find it. Was in it. Duh. Oh no. Oh no. You're like, I need to show you this thing. Well, show it to me. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. I like this. I'm the background stuff I can figure out. The water might be a little tricky. I'll have to sort of figure out the sort of like map out like where you know, of course, like, you know, like this will probably be underwater, or this will probably be above. And then all this kind of circle out what'll be above. Give me a minute to find the appropriate. It's just called creative. Yeah, it's just creative. If you want to post it there. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. But what was I gonna say? My brain quit working for a second. Max, I see your post with the Final Fantasy. I will check it out after stream. Thank you. Oh, I think I've mentioned this, like, I'm very excited. Lacuna Coil re-recorded their Coma Lies album. And I'm very excited because it's like Coma Lies, but they sort of updated the tracks and everything, and they released Tightrope, and it sounds so fucking cool. Like the beginning of it, like I know this is Tightrope, but it's like different. But then right at the end, it kicks back at the song. It kicks right back into the original. It's so good. I love Lacuna Coil so much. They're fan-fucking-tastic. All right. Okay, so we have an idea here. We know what we're going to do here. We're going to, like, make really feminine features. Maybe we should do, like, a scar. Oh, plastic kitten!
Metal 30 wiggle, metal 30 wiggler, 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 metal 30 wiggle, metal 30.
Oh, plastic kitten, thank you so much for the 3 months, the resubs. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a cash jam. That was so funny. All right, now I have to figure out this bit here. Oh, so funny. Oh, that was a laugh. That was a good laugh. I was trying to figure out, like, the armor bits. I realize this is probably like me overdoing stuff, but you know, I'm not like trained. Just kind of make it up as I go along. But Plastic Kitten, thank you so much. I really appreciate that resub. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you, by the by. I just want to let y'all know. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are my mateys, my scallywags, my friends. So this is all chainmail underneath. Aww. Thank you so much. I've met like some of the for real, like, I'm so lucky I followed Christina Scabia at the beginning of the pandemic to Twitch, because I've been so lucky and like so humbled and honored to like meet so many amazing people on Twitch, you know. It definitely has gotten me through like some rough spots, you know. Especially because I work from home, which I don't mind. I like working from home. I don't have to deal with like corporate office bullshit. But it still gets kind of lonely when you don't have like other adults around. So Twitch was like having other adults, like having other people around. Even if I was like lurking in a stream, like there was a whole conversation and I didn't feel as lonely. So that was amazing. Oh, y'all are great. You know? Y'all are fantastic. Okay, so we have like a gauntlet arm here. The gauntlets might be a little hard to figure out, I think. I don't know. We'll see. You know. I mean, just sort of like, I don't know, just like having the opportunity to meet so many amazing people and have like cool opportunities to, you know, like I said, just meet some cool people. Meet some fucking rad ass people. Are you gonna focus? Are you gonna focus? It says no. I think my lighting is being really weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's like with every place. It's like with everywhere. It's there are trash humans. Like they're just garbage. No matter where you go. Oh yay! I can't wait to see it. I will definitely check it out. So, I actually have to go to the bathroom real quick. But yeah, just like with any sort of social media platform, there's just gonna be like fucking terrible people. But I think you have to be curate it to yourself and find those like happy spaces on the internet, you know, so that way you're not constantly looking at a dumpster fire. You know? So, but real quick, I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom real quick because I've been drinking. I haven't had any water yet. Okay, I gotta drink some water. I've been drinking this Red Bull, and I've been like drinking my Frankenstein drink, my concoction, which I might refill on. I don't know, maybe we'll see. But hang out, enjoy the vibes, the music. And throw the Be Right Back screen up, and yeah, I'll only be just a couple minutes. So I love your faces. Don't go anywhere. Hello, I'm back. Plastic Kitten 1. Your that art looks fantastic. It looks so good. And 2, your face is beautiful. I love it. I should be making food, but it was super warm today, so I didn't even feel like eating. Hoping it'll cool down some. Still like it. Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Well, stop. Oh no, for real. Yeah, it's been super hot here. Yesterday it was like 112 Fahrenheit. I more or less still caught that. I'm about to go feed the tiger. Aw, yeah, it was like 112 here yesterday. And like around like 6:30, 7 o'clock last night, it was like 101. I was like, fucking rude ass weather. Let me see what it's like right now. It's been 90 here, and I have to move. Oh, yeah. It's finally cooled down to a chilly 88 degrees. Yeah, so it's 88, and then it's supposed to be back up to 102 tomorrow. I haven't left. Like, I went outside to get the mail today, and that's it. I have not been outside more than like 5 minutes in the past like 3 days. 102. Yeah, it was what was it? 102. It was actually, let me correct myself. It was 106 today. Yesterday it was 112. So fucking rude. So when I bitch about like how hot it is, it's like, but we also have like an insane humidity. So it's like, don't mind being out in the sun in this weather. I like heat as long as it's nice and dry and not yucky humid. Okay, yes. Go feed the sweet tiger. Go feed the kitty. Go feed the kitty. Okay, so we're working on this stuff. So we kind of, just like I said, I'm just trying to get like ideas down here. Sort of some. So this will probably all be, I'm thinking, underwater. I just have to figure out how to draw that and make that make sense, you know? Kind of drawing a line for like what, like where the head's gonna be. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this makes sense. Starting to make a bit of sense. But like it's too hot to even like go swimming. Like to go out because of the heat. I remember the first time we got into the 100 temps wise and I didn't go outside for like a month. It is like the heat's fucking brutal, man. Like that's why when I say like in Oklahoma, like what really like people like lose their shit over like in apartments and stuff like that, or like when your AC goes out. When your AC goes out, it's the fucking worst. It's the worst. You know? It is absolutely brutal. Okay, I gotta figure out these hands real quick. So if I'm laying... I'm roughly drawing fingers. We all know I'm terrible at drawing hands. But thankfully, we get to draw big gauntlet hands. Yeah, I mean, listen, there was a summer, it was shortly after Lorelai, girl kiddo, was born. It was before boy kiddo, so when girl kiddo, I think she was about 1.5 years. Tiger has noms. Nice. We're just talking about living through like extreme heat and like how here in Oklahoma, the heat, because we have humidity. Like it's not like a dry heat, it's humidity. Yeah, it didn't end well. I try and find ways to draw Like in this, like monster claws. Give me monster claws, man. I will draw monster claws all day long because they're not real hands. In this case, we're just drawing like like gloves, like gauntlets. So it's fine. They can look kind of weird. But they're not. They don't have to be perfect, you know. But I'm just trying to draw in the shape. You know, just trying to get an idea of what shape I want. Because everything else is just kind of like, woo, whatever. Humid heat is horrible. It is. It is literally, oh no. It is like literally breathing through a sponge. So far, we haven't been hit with a ton of humidity. But it's so weird. It's been cloudy all day. So I've been are the skies gonna open up and is it gonna rain? Nope, just fucking hot in super cloudy skies. That's it. Oh, we get a little bit of a reprieve next week. Next Friday, it's supposed to be 92 with a 40% chance of rain. But we'll see how long that lasts. Delicious. I drink some water. But yeah, it's the humidity just when it's like really hot and like the humidity gets like it's terrible. What are you doing? Did you find your mouse? Hold on. Did you find your mouse? Did we find your mouse? Oh, I found a mouse. Oh, never mind. There you go. She came running out. So, we're getting on average 83. That's good. That's good. I know Europe is apparently melting because have you been in rain while it's like 36 degrees? Yes. We've had freezing rain in Oklahoma. We don't get like snow. Like I wish like every once in a great while we get like nice soft fluffy snow and it's like, "Oh, it's so nice." But generally it's either freezing snow, like freezing rain and fucking blizzards. We don't get anything nice. Okay. It's gonna work down here. So like pleats. Get some pleats going. Actually, they wouldn't be. I think my girl could have took my good eraser. Dang it. Heat is nice if you're working on a graphic tablet all day. Starts off at body temperature in the arms. You got the keyboard behind it. Yeah. You're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, I honestly, I just like, from my understanding, and again, I am an uncultured American. My understanding is that generally speaking, in Europe, in the EU, there isn't like a lot of houses that have central air. So like I have central air because I live in a really warm area. But a lot of places, from what I've heard, even like up in like sort of like Pacific Northwest, so like air conditioning because it's not supposed to get like super hot, so it's supposed to be that way. What is central air? You're like, what is this central air conditioning that you were speaking of? What is this? Tell me of it. Oh, aircon, yeah. Yeah, it's like central air. Yeah, so like for us, it's like there's one unit that pumps cold air throughout the entire house. Now, granted, it works better in some rooms than in others, but yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's what I've heard. Like it's pretty rare in some places to have central air, even like here in the U.S. Like if you live up, colder places. Back in the house I grew up in, my parents had it built into some rooms, so we had this big unit behind the house. It's actually, yeah, it's nice. Highly recommend it. My cat loves it. My cat is Sunshine is all about getting near the vent in the kitchen. So there's a vent that's like at the baseboard of the sink, and she likes to just kind of get there and like just sit there, loaf out there with her nose up next to the vent. It's so cute. He's taking the whole thing with him, but the neighbors in the current place are dicks, so their first reaction to it was lawyers, so he only has some of them now. Aw, what? Boo. The place I'm working in now has all the drywall and insulation pulled out, so the heat just accumulates inside with no airflow. Oh no! That's the fucking worst! Stagnant hot air. Oh no. Oh my god. That's the worst. You're like, give me a fan at least, my dudes. Please. Gross. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, that is the worst. That sounds like my garage. Like whenever I go work out in the garage, like if I don't make it to the gym for whatever reason, but I'm like, man, I still want to get some time in. The treadmill's out in the garage. There's a little fan on the treadmill, but that's it. But like I don't have anything else set up in there, so it's just like I just sweat so much. And I'm already like a sweaty individual anyways. So yeah. Ugh. That's so gross. Hopefully you're staying hydrated. Of course you are. You're in the business. You know what to do. But ugh, that sounds terrible. Oh, what I was saying. So before boy kiddo was born, so girl kiddo, she was about a year and a half, 2 years old, and we were living in a really fucking shitty apartment, and our air conditioner went out, and they came out, said they fixed it, it broke. Like it was sort of this constant back and forth, and they finally was like, well, here's a portable AC unit, right? It's like the kind like that, probably like that Chain has, except it was like a tall cylinder, and it was like 80 something degrees in the apartment, and we have a 2-year old, and I finally had to be, and I think no, I was not pregnant at the time, but I finally had to get on the line. Like, I have a fucking 2-year old, and like, can we do something? So we finally got this little AC unit, but like, we were held up like in our bedroom for like 3 days. Like, we had to be where there was cool air. So it's like, she had to sleep in the room with us, and even then, like, it was still hot as shit. It's like, ugh. Staying hydrated inside and out while it's 30 plus. Got a spray bottle. You're like, ugh. Yeah. I've just been avoiding going outside, to be completely honest. Oh, really? You're like, no, thank you. 30C. I figured that's what that was. Listen, I understand. That everywhere else in the world uses Celsius, but Americans use freedom units. I'm gonna start using freedom units around my parents and see how they respond. See how my dad responds. Appreciate you, plastic kitten. Yeah, that's still like, ugh. 86 is lovely. I would love it. I would love for it to be 86 degrees here. It just, you know, it sounds perfect. Sorry, I'm spending a lot of time on these details because I just want to, like, in case I misplace this reference photo, I shouldn't, but I kind of at least want some kind of reference here. Took me long enough to get used to inches when I lived in the UK. At least that's a straight conversation. It really is. China. You're like, oh my god. Yeah. I will say I definitely have learned, the one thing that I've learned on Twitch is that when people ask you where you're from, like, I think this was pointed out in Chain Stream, how you can tell who the Americans are because they just put like the abbreviation of the state they're in and just kind of expects other people to know. So I try like to cut that. I was like, okay, I need to not do that. So I spell it out. You know, I need to not say OKC. I need to say Oklahoma City or Oklahoma. You know. You just say you're from Earth? I mean, yeah. That kind of reminds me, I read this book series a while ago where it was a futuristic story. It was fun. It was a fun story. It wouldn't believe me. You're like, listen, I don't know if anyone will believe me. Where it was, I can't remember the exact name of like the series itself, but they were sort of like, the characters were sort of a spin on like sort of classic fairy tales. So you have one that's called Cinder, and it's like Cinderella, but she's like she has like cyborg prosthetic. It's a very it sounds really fucking dumb how I'm explaining it, but I promise it's a good book. But it kind of reminds me of that, like, from Earth, because there are people like from the moon. You have like people from the moon, and the moon is colonized, and you have like an evil queen from the moon. It's a good book. Again, I'm explaining it really fucking terrible, but here, let me look it up real quick, and I'll tell you what it is. The series is actually really well thought out. It is technically a young adult book series, but it's actually a really Cinda books. Okay, so the book series is called The Lunar Chronicles, and it's by, let me see, Marissa Meyer. So it's Cinder. Let me see if I can get him for you. I need the book series, please. Thank you. Okay, so the book series go like this: Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and then there's one called Ferris. It's like a novella, and then Winter. So highly recommend them. The first, again, it's Little Red Riding. It's Cinderella, Cinder, Scarlet is Little Red Riding Hood. Cress is supposed to be like Rapunzel. Fairest and Winter are a take on Snow White. It's very good. It definitely has some of that young adult like romance aspect to it. Marissa Meyer, here I'll put it in chat. I really enjoyed the books. The books are very good. The Lunar Chronicles. Marissa, I gotta spell her name right. Marissa Meyer. Highly recommend. They're fun. I'm still here. Oh, you're fine, sweetie. I appreciate you hanging out and lurking. I appreciate you. Whew. But yeah. And then there's like a couple little like novellas sort of that go in between a couple of the books. I mean, they kind of help explain some of the characters, like some of the like secondary characters, but they're not necessary. Just the 4 books. Anyways, again, they can get a little yeah, it's not yeah, I'm not surprised that it's not, but they're good books. I recommend them. If you're able to find them, check them out from your local library or whatever. I recommend. I've read, did I read them? I think I listened to them on audiobook. I think I read the first one, then I went back and listened to it and did all 4 books on audio. Very good. Highly recommend. Okay, back to this. Books. We're talking about books here. Should I make this a little sharper? We'll make this a little bit sharper. I live in rural. We don't even have a local supermarket. Oh no! Oh no! I love the library. That sucks. I mean, I guess it just depends on your definition of that sucks. For me, I like the idea of living like in a rural area, but in reality, I'm a city girl. I'm a suburb kind of girl. You know, I'm a bit of a city girl. So, you know, I have a belt here, you know. I haven't been to a bookstore. I generally end up going to Barnes and Nobles and just kind of walking around. I generally order my books from Amazon. If I want to order a book. Lately, it's just been a lot of like real talk. It's just been a lot of witchy stuff. But I mean, I feel like I've read quite a few good books, you know? I mean, I got some pretty solid book recommendations. I haven't read anything new in a while, but you know, like if you're looking for like a really good, solid, like adult author, I recommend Jim Butcher. He's got the Dresden Files, and the Dresden Files are really good. And then the Codex Ilaria. Codex Ilaria is more high fantasy. But the Dresden Files, and there's like 16 books. The Dresden Files. Dresden Files, I think it's it's like a urban fantasy. But it's about a wizard. Dresden is a wizard. And he's like a private eye. So he's like a PI wizard. And he gets himself into some shit. It's the best way that I can describe it. And I really just love Jim Butcher's writing. So I'm full of sci-fi. Oh man, I fucking love sci-fi. I love sci-fi. It's been a really long time since I found sci-fi that I've like loved and enjoyed. You know? Like, I know good sci-fi is out there. It exists. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to get these shapes down here. You sure you can come up with something? You know, I'm down to try all sci-fi. I love I definitely love a I'm more, let me rephrase this. So I like sci-fi, but I tend to err on more of the sci-fi fantasy. So I like a little bit of fantasy element in my science fiction. So that's why I really enjoyed the Lunar Chronicles, because it was sci-fi with just like a touch, like a twist of it. Yeah, less tech military. I don't mind tech military sci-fi. I just I just want a good story. At the end of the day, what really matters to me is a good story. I like a solid story. I read a book. Oh fuck. What was it called? I actually ended up getting like a free copy of this book, and I don't know what happened to it. Darwin's Elevator, I think is what it was called. It was sci-fi, it was a little military tech, but it was very interesting. I need to get back into sitting down and reading just in general. Okay, cool. It's just been so long since I've been able to like allow myself to get lost in a book. And I used to read all the time. Okay, I gotta figure out this top part here. I think this is like, there's the arms, here's the armor. My friend wrote a concept book about one of the Ghost albums. It's really good. Oh, that sounds really interesting. I think Ghost. I mean, see, I fucking love Ghost because of like, I love concept albums like Coheed and Cambria. I love that Coheed, except for that one album. It was a good album, but it was like a weird one-off because it didn't follow like the universe of Coheed and Cambria, of the Amory Wars, of the of the Key Network, you know. And then, oh, another really good concept sci-fi type album is Fear Factory's Obsolete. I love that. That actually inspired me to do quite a bit of writing. It's so good. Like, Fear Factory for me up until Obsolete was just kind of like okay. But when Fear Factory's Obsolete album came out, I was like, holy fuck, this is really good. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. I gotta work on the face. But, oh, I mean, yeah, Unleash the Archers. I mean, listen, need we say more about Unleash the Archers? Come on. Those are brilliant. I think they're supposed to be working on last I heard through the grapevine was that they were supposed to be working on like a graphic novel about the immortal and stuff like that, let alone my favorite albums in general. They're so good. I listened to Abyss the other day. I just had, like, while I was working, I had an ear. So people would be like telling me about their problems with whatever, and I'm just like sitting there just like cat jamming to fucking Unleash the Archers. I was like, I don't care. But yeah, Unleash the Archers. I just love a good story. That's all I care about at the end of the day. It's just however the story is being told, whatever it is, and whatever the method is, I just want it to be a good story. I love stories. Like, at my heart, I'm a storyteller. I love telling stories. Just fantastic. But yeah, So good. Oh, thank you. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to. Oh, thank you so much. I love a series as well. I love a good series. Nice. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Send them my way. I need to get caught up. I started we're just like books. There was a series that I started that I really need to get back into, like the Witchland series by Susan Dennard. It's high fantasy, but it's very good. I like the idea of it. So highly recommend the Witch series. The Witchlands if you're into. We have our sword. I'll figure out the sword. I'll figure out something cool. And then this is like water. Boop, 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 boop. Got some lilies. Lily pads. Yeah, I love a good book series. I've been trying to sit down and get myself to start reading The Wheel of Time. Because I did buy the book, The Wheel of Time. I was like, I'm going to read this. And I have, like, my bookshelf is over here. You know what? I'm going to show you the books that I've bought and I've had sitting on this shelf for so long that I haven't started reading yet. Let me show you. We're going to have a book talk. We're going to have a book conversation now. I walked in a circle because I can. So I have these books. These are the books I've bought recently and I have not read, and they've probably been sitting over there for the last 6 months. So there's a band called Sword, and they have oh, that sounds fantastic. Isn't Winter Suns that way? Winter Suns albums are very conceptual and story based. So I'm gonna show you the books. These are the books so this is the most recent. I got The Eye of the World. We got this one, The Witch with No Name. I have a love for these, like, if it's a series. So there are certain books that I've already purchased that are like in a series. I have to have the physical copy. We have this one here, Witch Shadow, and Jim Butcher, Peace Talks. But these are the books I currently have that I need to read, and I haven't. But yeah, I mean, that's a very good point. There's too much paper around nowadays, but there is something in me that loves buying books. I don't know. It's definitely, I think, because, you know, it's a very sort of like in oldie times, grand oldie times, you know, being able to have the money to afford books and have like even a very small library. It's like, it's just so satisfying. Now, the collection is not like it was how it used to be. I actually did get rid of a bunch of books, but like these are my fiction books, and then I have like my witchy books. I have my witchy books. They're in the other room, and there's like, I'm not hauling those out. So, all right. Sorry, I got distracted. That was such a lovely conversation to have. But yeah, I actually got rid of a lot of my books. I sold quite a few of them, kind of secondhand. But yeah, there's just something just so wonderful about like the texture, like feeling this in my hand and just. But don't get me wrong, I have a Kindle that has like so many books on it, you know. They're just lily pads. I'm trying to decide if I should. No, this sword's fine. Okay, maybe some cattails. That'd be kind of cool. Just getting ideas here. I'm getting ideas. I don't think I'll outline this in pen. I mean, I guess I could, but I think I might just keep it in pencil. I sent you the list with the links. Oh, thank you, Plastic Kitten. My heart is so full. Thank you so much. We got, you give me tips for digital art. You come in, you say such lovely things. You hop in my Discord. You share your art. You share book recommendations, and you sub. I mean, my heart is full. Everyone here, my heart is full this evening. Thank you so much. Just for hanging out, you know. I always say there's like so many other streamers on Twitch, and the folks that hang out with me, that just is so cool. All of y'all are amazing. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just kind of focus on maybe just some like little flowers up here, sort of like shrubbery, you know? I'd give you some of my steak pies once. Actually made. Oh, yeah. That's sweet. Oh. Well, I appreciate it. I'll let you know though. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I am a vegetarian. I am a vegetarian by bodily choice. Like, I hit 35 and my body was like, "We're tired of eating meat. It makes you feel like shit." So I don't eat meat. It's okay. Like, I can appreciate like watching people cook meat. Like, I understand all of that. Oh wow, I'm the opposite. Yeah. I don't know, like, I mean, I have been thinking about maybe trying to go back to adding animal protein in my diet, but you get sweaty hands and stuff. But yeah, I've been so long without it that I will say though, every once in a while I will eat like something with fish in it, so like fish sauce. I have a particular ingredient that has like bonito, so like bonito flakes, that's like fish. So every once in a while there'll be some fish in the diet, but that doesn't bother me as much as like chicken or steak. I do miss bacon. Like, that is legitimately everything else. I'm like, fine, fuck it. But I do miss bacon. But because I hate plants, that's so funny. But because I'm a vegetarian, not because I mean, exactly. I love that, Team Bacon. Listen, I can appreciate it. Now, it's like at the end of the day, like, that's all there is to it. You know, like, if it's like, well, listen, you either go hungry or you eat the burger with the meat, like with, You know, you eat the cow ham, like the hamburger with cow. I'm gonna eat the food, you know. Oh, I think they're both getting the tattoos. I believe. Yeah, I think we ended up like I think chat ended up being like doing it just right, where they both get the where Cat gets that and yeah, gets the Spooder Man. It's so funny. It's so cute. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, I kind of like the idea. Maybe we'll just do some like kind of leafy, wispy type things here. Of course, everything is subject to change. Maybe some like little flowers. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do like a bunch of like greenery vines and stuff over this way. I'll have to figure out how, because this is all just like ink. So I'll have to sit down and like maybe test out how to make there look to be difference within the water. Probably have to like sketch it out and maybe just draw very light lines. Like shadows. My problem is that just like when I am making myself a cocktail, I have a heavy hand. So I have to work on that. All this bacon talk, now I'm hungry. I wish I had eggs and bacon. Yeah, I love making eggs. I still eat eggs and cheese. Like, that's like, my body's like, you can have this. This is fine, but you cannot have that. That's definitely kind of a bummer. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think I have an idea. I think we have a good ideas here. I definitely have to look on like sleeping faces. So we'll definitely need to get definitely need that. I kind of want to put like a big gnarly scar. You know, because she is war, by the way. Maybe some scarves. Oh, you can't see that. Bloop. Hello. Yeah, I want to look up sort of like sleeping faces. Because I kind of like the idea of like her sleeping in the water. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about my t-shirt? Eggs are super good for you. Hey, Emu. Hello, my friend. How are you? Oh, this is supposed to be a lily pad. Sorry, it's not a balloon. It's supposed to be a lily pad. Emu, my friend, how are you? How have you been? How are you and Lady? Oh, yeah, it's not supposed to be a heart balloon. It's supposed to be a lily pad. Hello, my friend. I thought you were talking about my shirt because, like, look at my shirt. I thought you were talking about the balloon here. It's okay. It looks like a fucking heart balloon, so it's totally fine. Doing well? I'm doing all right, you know? Dealing with some real life stresses, but for the most part, I'm doing all right. It's I got Twitch chat, so I'm good. Yeah, it's pretty sick, right? This is Grant Truesdale. This is his merch. For those who don't know, Bruised Chicken Skin, I guess back in the day, he used to be in a Iron Maiden cover band. But everyone but they were all clowns. I don't remember what the name of it was. Like, this is like Grant Truesdale lore. um, so I guess when he first started streaming, like he would dress up as this alter ego, bruised chicken skin. So that is his alter ego. That is bruised chicken skin. And this, I was like, I'm gonna buy this. Like I found it. I was like, this is fucking awesome. But yeah, Grant is so nice. He's truly the best. He is a super rad guy. Oh, emu. Yeah. Oh man, chicken skin. Listen, the chicken skin plastic. It is like I haven't seen chicken skin in a while, but it is like it makes me laugh every time. I remember that. I remember you telling me that. And he's like, ah, no, I'm too much of a wuss. It's funny because like now he's like, hey, pirate girl. Like I come in the chat. He's like, how you doing? And I'm just like, hello. It's very strange because he follows me on Instagram, and I'm like, what the hell did I do for you to get me to follow me on Instagram? But Emu, everything is okay. My mom has got some health issues. I'm pretty open about it, you know. He's so fucking nice. He is so nice. My mom was diagnosed like officially, like literally 2 days ago with lymphoma. So she's got like, I guess like the pretty aggressive type, but with chemo it should clear it all up. And but you know, she's been kind of through the ringer for the last couple months because she's lost like a ton of weight. I think she's lost probably close to 50 pounds because she can't eat. And everyone's like, oh, they had to do like a total of 4 biopsies. And it was with in this 4 biopsies, and they're like, oh, we don't know. So she actually had to go in and like have surgery done. Like they're like, we don't know what's going on. 4 biopsies later, they finally put her in the hospital last week to actually do surgery, and that's when they were like, yeah, it's what it is. But you know, it's my role as middle child in my family. I am middle child. Is just to sort of like, I try and like keep some sort of normalcy. So that's what I try and do for my mom, is to keep normalcy through all this. Even with my friends, like, you know, I had 2 friends who had partners pass away, and like my job was normalcy. Like, hey, we have to do this. Like, let's brush your teeth. Let's make sure we're eating. They not Hodgkin's. No, it's the strand 2, like type B lymphoma, which is they essentially told my dad, and not to get like super deep or heavy or kind of like bring the mood down, but they were like, hey, you know, we need to get her started on chemo. It's like, if it's this type of lymphoma, we need to start her on chemo immediately, like the day we find out, because if we don't, within a week, she's gonna pass away. So it's like, oh fuck. So they found out yesterday, and yesterday was her very first treatment. But they've been like pumping liquid nutrients in her, so like she's got her energy back, and she says she feels a lot better. But they're kind of weaning her off the liquid nutrients and get her eating solid foods again, because that's what she needs for the chemo. So she's going to be in the hospital for a couple more weeks, but she calls every night. It's like, I just want to see how your day's going. Okay, let me talk to the kids. And so just tell the kids good night. We're going to go see her this weekend. So I haven't been able to go see her. It's just been like with work and everything. And I work late. Like this week I'm working until like fucking 7. It's like gross. So, but again, and then just like general work bullshit stress, you know, it'll be fine though. I'm fine. We're all fine. I went axe throwing last Friday, so that was pretty fucking wild. That was fun. I I didn't get drunk. I only had, how many beers did I have? Oh, Pathana. Oh, thank you so much. She knows that I stream. Like, I tell her that I stream, and she asks questions about it. Like, my mom, bless her. So because she wants to, like, she's like, I want to be involved, and I want to know, like, what my kids are doing. So when I am explaining, Twitch, she's like, oh, okay. Like, she gets it, but she doesn't get it. You know, my mom's 68 and my dad is 70. So they're just like, they are officially boomers. But yeah. Working until 7 p.m. gross, last sorrowfully and closes every shift. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, like, the work shift stuff. Right, plastic kid. Like, even my dad is like, and my dad is much more tech savvy than my mom, but even my dad is like, okay. But my sisters don't get it either. Like, my sisters and my older brother are like, okay. You know. Yeah, but like I said, with work, with this, like, late shift, this 10 to 7, thankfully, it's just, like, it's a rotating shift. I hate it, but at least I'm not working it all the time, you know? You don't know how old I don't know how old my parents are. My dad is so tech savvy, he can break tech just by looking at it. No, I feel like my dad has definitely reached a point where he's like, I am not as tech savvy as I once thought I was, you know? You're like, listen, Dad, listen. You're looking old. I will say, like, my dad looks pretty good for being 70. Like, he's got that gene, you know? Oh, no. You're like, thanks, Dad. Thanks for nothing, Dad. Appreciate ya. See, like, you know what? There you go. Trying to see if I want to, like, kind of want to make this, like, textured a little bit. You make fun of his hairline running away from his bad teeth. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's so mean. No, my dad is the kind of person that is like, and sometimes I feel like it gets him into trouble where he's like, well, I'm old, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, Dad, you can't, you cannot just say and do whatever you want because you feel like you're old. It's revenge. But yeah, I kind of had a little bit of a weird age mental breakdown because I've said this before. Like, my brother is 6 years older than me, but if you look at my brother, you would not think it. Like, my brother looks very good, but then it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 40 this year, and my brother's gonna be fucking 46. What the shit? OMG, yeah, when they get to that age where they're turning back to teenagers, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, yeah. Yeah. My dad, for the most part, keeps pretty busy, but yeah, he sometimes says and does stuff, and I'm like, come on, Dad. First off, Emu, you are, listen, friend, You're far too kind. You're far too kind. I must have then inherited like my dad's the genes from my dad. It must be from my dad's side of the family. Y'all too kind. I'm trying to decide if there's anything else I want to work on this tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I chalk it up to having, I genuinely thought you were in your mid-20s. Oh, honey, no. I clearly remember the 80s and all of the 90s. I remember having no internet. That's how old I am. Oh no, an ad. I know, I run ads. We'll wait for Emo to come back and then we'll continue this talk about my age. Oh, plastic kitten. Go away, ad. Yeah, every time we get into an exciting convo, there's an ad. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just trying the ad thing out. I don't know. I might try and space it out a little bit. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Max. Here, you know what? This is my gift to you, Max. I'm so sorry. Here, this is my gift to you, buddy. My gift to you, friend. You're always hanging out. They can't do it all the time, but that's my gift to you. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, exactly. It makes me a little bit of money. It's my gift. It's my gift. Of course. You're always hanging out, always so lovely. You share great music recommendations. It's the least I can do. The least I can do. Giving back. So, but oh yeah, like, I still get ID'd at the liquor, like whenever I buy liquor, I'm just like, but no, yeah, I feel like my dad has a gene that, let me see if I can find a picture of me and my dad. There's a picture of me and my dad from a couple years ago. I still have it. Un momento, please. Oh no, I moved it. Did I move it? Oh, here's one of my favorite pictures of my dad. That's my dad right there. That's when we lived in Germany. So that's my dad right there. Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Dad in the 80s. Okay. Give me a second. I'll find a picture of my dad. And I'll show to you and explain, like... I guess I just have that gene. Hi, Dad. Yeah, oh, and my favorite picture... I put this in Discord, but I put a picture of my mom that I found in Discord. And it's like one of my favorite photos. I found that in a box of my photos. That's my mom in the 60s. I love old photographs, by the way, too. Old abandoned buildings, old photographs. Yeah, my mom was a looker. Okay, let me see if I can find my mom's so funny because she's like, ugh, I've shrunk. So see if I can find a picture of my old dad, the old man. I'm trying to see if there's a picture of like me and him together. But I don't think there is. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. I started a new job a few months ago. I told people I have an 11-year-old. It's just, listen, I feel like there's something, I don't know, I feel like there's something with millennials where you're like, no, my dude. Like, I appreciate you thinking that I look young, but listen to me. No. I do the same thing. I'm like, I have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old. Okay. That's my dad. And that's my 18-year-old nephew. But that's my dad. This was at a 4th of July parade. Yeah, that's my dad. I'm trying to think if I can find another one, a better one. But yeah. Oh, the freshman in high school and people thought I was a senior. Yeah, people thought you were older. People think my daughter is older. Yeah, right. Yeah, he is. Oh, here's one. Here's one I think all y'all will like. All right, you are going to see, listen. Y'all are about to see baby Atomic Pirate Girl. All right? About to see baby Atomic Pirate Girl, and you're about to see my siblings as young. All right, are you ready? This way. There's my dad. It's my dad. We had this couch for fucking ever, by the way. I remember this couch coming with us from Germany to fucking... We had this couch forever. Those are my sisters. They're twins. That's my big brother. And look, there's me. Yeah. I've been a parent like between 19 to 13. Yeah, my daughter looks like much older than 11. Because she's also very tall. So she's almost as tall as I am. And like we were just kind of, yeah. How the fuck you get that couch from Germany to the military? Yeah, because my sisters were born in Germany. So that is when they were babies. That's how I know you were, yeah. Across the city. Yeah, listen, I don't know. All I know is that the military. My dad when he retired, my dad was a major. So he was an officer the whole time he was in the Army. So we spent some time with the other half's daughter on Sunday. She's 11 too, but she's taller than I am. Oh my goodness, 6'4". No, my daughter is like 5. I'm 5'5". So I'm like average, I guess. I don't know if I'm short. I'm gonna say average height for a female. You know, maybe a little bit shorter than average, I suppose. But she's like 5'3". So yeah, my daughter's she's gonna be tall. You know, Will is like 6'3". So yeah. Just use a bone. Literally say like on that couch. There was also a matching love seat. So it was the couch and the love seat. And we had that couch. I'm trying to I'm going through my memory banks of that couch. Because we had it. We had it. I remember having it up until the time we moved to Oklahoma. And we moved to Oklahoma in 87. Jesus fucking Christ, the Cronus! I mean, hi. Hello, my fucking lord. Hi, friend. Decrotus! How are you? Holy shit. Good morning, Decrotus. In Smashing. Hey, Smashing. Oh my goodness. Hi. Happy time zone. Decrotus. Oh my god, that literally made me jump out of my skin. I heard it and then I saw it and I was like, what? hi. I had to come out to look to thank them. Oh, no, that's fine. I love the lurk. I don't mind a lurk. Thank you so much for lurking. Wow, what even, right? Oh, Decronus. It's almost midnight here. Yeah, it's almost 11 here. No, no. Decronus is one of our EU friends. Good morgen. Good morgen. Oh, well, Decronus, how are you? Everyone, hello. Oh, my heart is so full. I feel like we're getting good. You know what? The shoulders need to be pointy. We're having all sorts of random conversation. And I'm just here like, I need pointy shoulders. Been having way too much work. How it usually is midsummer and winter. Nothing to worry about. That's okay. I definitely understand the work. For my job, it's the busy season. Everyone in the U.S. is having their vehicles vandalized. Thank you for the stream, Pirate. I enjoy your streams a lot. I'm heading to bed. Oh, you know what? Indeed, Max. Thank you so much for hanging out this evening. I appreciate you. Go have a great sleep. I really appreciate you. Oh yeah, we'll chat later. I work in refrigeration for context. I mean, like building refrigerators, or you work in like a refrigerated area? I love refrigerators. Ah, that's so funny. I love refrigerators. They really out here stealing all the catalytic converters. Yeah, lots of stealing. So what I handle in my jobs specifically is glass auto claims, so glass damage on auto vehicles. In San Francisco, there's like over 100 break-ins a day in San Francisco. You're a refrigerator tech? Okay, gotcha. But yeah, I've definitely had to talk with a lot of people who've been like, yeah, I had my catalytic converter stolen off my vehicle. A lot of catalytic converters. And those are expensive, by the way. They're expensive as fuck. You know, anywhere between, because you have to do the work to put it in, and then the part itself, you know, it could range between $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the year, make, and model of the vehicle, you know. So yeah, it's definitely been busy. But yeah. But I can definitely see it being busy with the heat wave. Hey, Thorndust. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Y'all can thank the generosity of Dacronus. Ah, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you ever so much for that. I really... Indeed. Yes, welcome in. Enjoy the emotes. I added a few more. I updated and added some emotes. Gotta get your fan's window replaced. I can't fudge those kind of numbers. I mean, I don't even know who your insurance carrier is. I mean, I'm not going to say who I work for, because that's technically doxing myself, probably. Though it was kind of funny. I did accidentally... I was in Pizza Vibe stream one time, and I was, like, work lurking. And I had, like, a copy-paste note, and I thought I had copy-pasted, like, a emote. and I put it in the file. Instead, it was like my fucking work phone number, and I was like, ignore that. It was before I became like a mod, so I couldn't delete my message. I was like, ignore that, please. They're like, if we call, can we add my name? Thankfully, like, my name wasn't present. Like, I didn't have my name or anything, but it was like an 800 number. And I was like, if we call, can we ask for it to speak with the Atomic Pirate Girl? I'm like, no one would know who the fuck you're talking about. Extra stonks. Oh man, if only, man. Insurance is it is a strange beast, I have to say. I am really enjoying how this is looking. I am satisfied with it. It's looking kind of like how better than what I kind of imagined. So there's that. Call 800 Pirate Girl to get your share today. I mean, if only, right? No. I have to mask so hard for work that by the end of work I'm like so tired. It's like I have to like by masking, you know, it's just sort of like having to sort of like put on like a different persona. It's exhausting. Call 0800 for some piratey talk. It'll just be maybe like, army. Give me all your gold. Put on a brave face for sure. Yeah. 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 I like how you said demanding. Yes. Whenever I have to note a file, if someone is just being like a motherfucker, I have to like, my code word for that is this person expressed concern. That's my code word, and anytime I put that in there, everyone's like, oh, this guy's an asshole. This person's an asshole. Lady forced into a wood chipper by a crazy driver, and it smashed out our windows. Oh no! Crazy driver and it smashed out our car window and took the mirror off. Oh, Emu, that's terrible. Yeah, that's fucking scary. Expressed concern, right? Smashing. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Yeah, that's I mean, I remember getting into like my first car accident. I feel like I might have told this story before. My clue is customer wished for. Wished for. Yeah, I say expressed concern. That sucks. I mean, I could go and like, I can put my insurance adjuster hat on for you. Oh man, that sucks. Listen, I'm gonna let you know, if you're in the US, put it that way. If you're in the US and you need advice on like how to handle your insurance company or insurance claims, every insurance company is a little bit different, but I can definitely kind of help point you in the direction on sort of like things to say, or because I know insurance itself can be like a fucking nightmare, and I work in the industry, so. But yeah, I'm really glad she's okay. Like, I rear-ended a guy one time, like, I think I was like 19 or 20. I was still on my parents' insurance, of course. I was a little bit older. No, I was older. I was like 20. I was older. Never mind. Because I was trying to think, like, the job I had at the time, I was older. I was working for a different insurance company. I was like 23. And I rear-ended a guy, and I called my dad. and I was crying on the phone. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the car. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay. He's like, okay then. I'm gonna call a tow truck. We'll come get you. I was like, okay. And then the officer called over to me because I had like, my insurance card. And my mom didn't give me like the updated insurance card. So all I had, like, I thought it was fine. I was like, oh, here you go. And he's like, hey, can you come here to my vehicle, please? I was like, okay. He's like, your insurance card is showing expired. And I fucking lost it. I was crying so hard. I was like, oh. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna give you a warning. Take your active insurance card to the police, take it to this address, and you don't have to worry about it. I was like, okay. Yeah, that Cronus Lord of Crowns is so generous. When I started out driving, I gently touched a Audi's rear in a parking. It had parking, so yeah, rip 30% bonus. Oh no, yeah, I deal with Audis a lot. Surprisingly, you wouldn't with glass replacements like the windshields. We're getting real fucking car nerdy here for a second. So there are certain vehicles that I will never own, and one of them for sure are Audis. I will never own. Well, probably, an Audi would be nice, but I wouldn't like it like a top of the line Audi, because you have to, whenever the windshield gets replaced, there are these sensors in up near the windshield for like lane departure warning, forward collision, all that bullshit, right? All the tech. And to calibrate these vehicles, you also have to like do wheel alignments, and it's like more than the actual glass. So the labor to do the calibration, at least from what I've seen, is like $1,200. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking owning this vehicle. God damn it. Yeah, a lot of our friends got windshields here, pay €100 and your insurance covers the rest without question. So here in the US, it goes off of whatever your coverage looks like. We have an Audi, returned it for a full refund, and I found out it's an R8. I am not an R8. I mean, listen, I love looking at cars. Like, I love cars. There's beautiful, like, I appreciate them as like beautiful pieces of art, like, just how they're engineered and the design and everything. But anyways, here in the US, when it comes to auto insurance, depending on the type of loss it is, so if it's a collision or a non-collision loss, you have your deductible. So everyone gets to choose whatever their deductible is, and that's like what you pay. Like, so you pay for a $500 US comprehensive deductible, or you pay for, there's a coverage where you don't have a deductible for glass claims. How many more bits do you need for an R8? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's see how much. But yeah, so here it works off of like your individual coverages that you elect and that you're paying for. The amount of conversations I have to have about people being like, why is my deductible so high? I'm like, I don't know, because you wanted to save money. Like, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Let's, you know what? I feel like we're done with art. I'm very pleased with this. I'm glad that we talked this out. This makes me happy. I was really fucking worried about this because I couldn't figure it out in my head how it was going to look. So, but let's go to Just Chat. Hello, hi. Fix that there. Boop. Okay. Let's look up how much we'll say a 2022. Are we doing a new Audi? 2022 Audi R8. Let's look at images. Oh, they are so nice. Audis are nice. Like, they're really understated, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm just so, like, I don't want all the fucking tech because I don't want the headache. It's kind of like one of the reasons why I'll never own a motorhome or an RV. Too much of a fucking headache. Okay. So MSRP, and this is for the US. MSRP for a 2022 Audi R8 convertible coupe ranges from $146,000 to $211,000. So there are only two types of car insurance, one that covers your own vehicle in accidents, and then the other one that covers both parties involved. Costco and Pro Costa, is that a word? Yeah, so here in the US, and I don't know, and again, I'm only speaking about the US. If I don't know any of my Canadian friends, I don't know. But in the US, a lot of states require you to have liability coverage only. So liability coverage covers if you are involved in an accident and you are found at fault for that accident, your insurance company will pay for the third party for their damages. So those are all states require you to have at least bare minimum liability. But depending on how much coverage you want depends on the dollar. Yeah, so then you can have first-party coverages. So you have third-party coverages, first-party coverages. And first-party coverages are the collision and comprehensive. So people want to say it's full coverage. I'm like, there's no such thing as full coverage. But yeah, so then you have the collision and comprehensive are your first-party coverages. So, but I don't know, that Audi A8 looks pretty nice. Oh, man. But yeah, they're pretty, everything nowadays, if you have like a newer vehicle, everything's a driving computer. So people come back and like, oh, why am I having to pay this? I'm like, I don't know. You learned new terminology today? Oh, I learned a new thing today. Oh, look, you know what? This was my bright spot. I was trying to think of like what my bright spot in my day was today. It's what we got, or the super basic. Hopflish. Don't ask me what any of that is called in English, though. The other half takes care of the car stuff, and I just pay the bills. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay, fine. You're like, yes. But so there's a story behind the terminology that I learned. And again, just to preface, I like to think of myself as a cultured American, but I'm not. So I did like one of those ancestry DNA tests, mostly to see if I could dispel, what family lore was like the truth, right? Like what is fact, what is fiction, what is a myth. So I took one of those that DNA test, and yes, I am 100% that bitch. Anyways, Lizzo reference. Like my dad has always said this story about us being from there was part of the family was in France, and then you have the Netherlands, and this three brothers from Netherlands, whatever, went to England and then went to I don't know, blah 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 blah. So, but what I found out today is that we are nowhere near the Netherlands, ethnically. It's Belgium and France, and I was like, huh, okay. So I looked up, and I didn't know this again. But I guess because of my maiden name, it's very it could be German because there is a German sort of spelling behind it, but then it could be French, but it's like the Wolens region of Walloons. That's what it is, Walloons. Yeah, so I learned that there's a ethnic group in Belgium called Walloons, and they speak I guess this really, and I didn't know that. Yeah, so partially Dutch depending on, yeah, Flemish. So you have the Flemish side, but this is the French side. So you have the Flemish people, and then you have Walloons. So, and they are like their own like ethnic group, like, you know, native ethnic group within, because they're more associated with like the French side of where there are in Belgium. So yeah, you have the Flemish side, the Walloons. They have their own sort of like dialect, and I have a fascination with languages. Your Walloons. It's just how I talk. Walloons. I'll put it in chat. Walloons. Yeah, like I learned that today and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But I'm also very fascinated with languages, and there is a dialect of French called Picard. And I learned that that dialect, that language is actually on the verge of being extinct. That anyone who speaks that particular dialect or French is actually 65 and older, and it's listed on the endangered language. So yeah. Yeah, like I didn't know, and I always felt like I was fucking cultured, and so I learned something new today. I was like, this is amazing. But yeah. Yeah, so it's mostly like when you look at the little like ancestry DNA map thing, it's like nowhere near the Dutch side. It's like all on like the French side of Belgium. It's very interesting. But yeah, I love oh man. I love just listening to like people talk in their native language. It makes, there's something about like other languages that it makes my heart just, it makes my heart happy. I don't know. The Flemish part, yeah. So the Walloons region is, yeah, it's kind of in that on that side. I was like, I didn't know. I thought that was the new thing I learned today. That was the new thing I learned today. So it was fun. It was fun looking into that. So, and then yeah. The French and French-speaking Belgium say 79% completely different. Say 40 for 2010. Interesting. Walloon is a Romance language. Yes, I learned that as well. So essentially, Atomic P is a romantic. Listen. Real talk, like. I am a bit of a wide-eyed, a starry-eyed dreamer, I suppose. I am a bit of a romantic, like in IRL, in real life. But everywhere else, just to let you know, like there's just like that little region, but then like everywhere else was like England, which makes sense. So, but yeah, I like to think of myself as such. I dream big, you know. But yeah. Yeah, everywhere else it was like 79% like England and Northwest Europe. The more you know. And then like a little bit of Welsh, Scottish, a little bit of Irish, and then like 1% Nigeria. Which feels like that's like long, probably in the old family lineage, probably like colonizer stuff, probably like colonization type stuff. So yeah, so that was my bright spot today. Was sort of like letting my mind take a break from work and just kind of looked into that stuff, because my friend had texted me, was like, "Did you get your test back?" I was like, "Absolutely." So we talked about that. Yeah, the more you know, man. Listen, I am like an onion. I am complex. I have many, many layers. Oh, man. They did used to get along so well. Yeah. It's interesting. I just, it's all very interesting. You know, like, like, right? You're like, we all used to get along so well. Yeah. Ha ha ha. I will say though, there is documentation though that one like a descendant way back when there was like they spent a generation or two up in Nova Scotia and then just came back to the and then came back. So I thought that was interesting. That's actually like legitimately documented. There's documentation of all that. Like my dad's aunt has all this like stuff and it ended up getting I asked my dad about it and he just like emailed it to me and I was like, cool. So I kind of was like putting things together. So that is legitimate. But yeah. Good times, y'all. Probably there was enough. Listen, I looked at it and it was like a couple, like at least 2 generations. I remember having French as a tertiary language in school. Everyone hated the numbers. I took a was it a year? I'm trying to remember. I took a semester of French, or was it a year? It was like, listen, I was like a freshman in high school, so I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. If it was a semester or a year. But I did take French when I was a freshman, and I remember very little. Like, I can recognize words, but like processing it in my brain. Oh, what happened, Automod? Oh, Automod. Fucking Automod. Said you hate the French. Still like French. No, and then I did take 3 years in high school and a year and a half of German in college. You hate the language? Yeah, I took German. I took 3 years of German in high school and then a year and a half, 3 semesters when I went to university in German. When it got to like that being like a fully like, because the professor was actually German, like it was like yeah, the only thing I remember from French, like I can say from my head, like boop, and I don't have to think about it, is je préfère un croissant. So I prefer the croissant. Je préfère un croissant. And mon petit chouchou. That's all I remember. Automad doesn't allow hating the French. You can't hate on the French, okay? Yeah, that's all I remember. And then the German is completely gone. It's like... So... But I am trying to like... I have like Duolingo. I have like a language app. So I'm trying to like get back into learning languages and stuff like that again. It was fun. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was teaching myself Italian. And then that fell by the wayside. And then I looked at Finnish. I was trying to learn some Finnish. Yeah. It's just fun. I love languages. I just like... was fascinated by words and language in general. Because it's like... the words, like, it's all... Margaia! Hello! You're still trying to learn English, Anne. Alright. Je m'appelle Plateau de la Pip Chespian. Okay, you're gonna have to translate that for me. I can pick up a little bit of that, but I don't know all of it. Morgaya, hello. I know. The Cronus came in here, like, did not even say fucking hello. It wasn't like, hey, long time no see. He was just like, here are some gifted subs. But how are you, Morgaya? Oh, we worked on war. So I have like a base for war. This is a rough sketch. And my camera's all messed up. Got a rough, I I had a hard time figuring this one out, but I think we got it worked out. She's gonna be laying in water, so. Pato de la Pip Pip is what all dads call bird tray. You just got home from work? Oh my goodness, my friend. I know, it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited. Adding over here being like, I'm still trying to learn English. Listen, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of adults. And I deal with them on the regular. Who are still trying to, like, you know. Plateau de just bien. I might listen. I feel like I'm starting to like. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like overwhelmed. I'm like, I'm not getting shit anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I was struggling, trying to figure out how to do it. Then I just was like, I'm just gonna work on it, and we'll see what comes up. Thankfully, I had like reference photos, so I think she'll turn out pretty cool. The water stuff, she's gonna be laying in water, so the water stuff might be kind of hard to figure out, but we'll figure it out. Just a lame dad joke, okay. Will might appreciate it then. Just saying. I'm trying to finish like this in water before we call it a night, so. I just want to also mention, like, this guy here, this UGG 3000, that's a bot. I've been, like, randomly follow botted for a while now. And I know it's a follow bot because it pops up, like, on my thing where it says they'll follow. Then in Twitch, it'll say, unknown, unknown. I'm like, great, you're a bot. I just see it and I'm like, ugh. But yeah, dad jokes are fun. I just sometimes I look at dad jokes and I'm like, okay. But yeah. Oh. We have Sunshine the cat. She's being a cute catto. Oh yeah, she settled in real nice. I think she's still, she gets a little, she's not as like snuggly, like doesn't like to like snuggle or anything. Now this is quality streaming, ha ha ha. Yeah, she doesn't like, she's not a super fan of being held for a really long time, but yeah. She'll let you love on her. She'll let you know when she wants attention, like, hey, I need you to love on me. Hey, baby. Hi. Hey, Sunshine. What you doing? I find that male cats are more into the affectionate thing. Okay, yeah, it's not that she's not affectionate. I just think she's more like, you know, when she wants the pets, she'll let you know. Right, baby? Yeah. Yeah. I try to give him love. Like, my cat would be like, get out of here. Meow. No, it's nothing like that. Like, she'll let you hold her for a minute. Like, you can kind of love on her. Like, Mom, I love on you. But then she's like, I'm done. Like, she'll let you know. She'll, like, push away and hop down. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, she lets me. Yeah, she's just very like, she lets you know. Like if you just kind of love on her, scratch on her, she'll oh. She's just licking her leg, but I don't want it to turn into her licking her butt, so. I mostly find it's cat breed related. I lean more towards the, yeah. I don't know. She's an orange tabby, so she's a Felix cat, but with more white on her. My first and current catto are both female, and they're both really chill in my lap. But if my visiting, oh, it's male. Oh no, when he seems outside, I'm 50-50 on that statement, yeah. My female cat thought she was a dog, I'm pretty sure. I could walk her on a leash and everything. Oh man, my daughter so desperately wants to put her on a leash and walk her, and I'm like, I don't know about all that. So she has a harness, but the harness is too big. So, and she kind of just like bloop, jumps out. But every once in a while we'll kind of let her, we'll let her kind of like outside in like a little area, just kind of keep an eye on her. Just kind of sit there in the grass, rub around. So yeah. Sorry, I just turned around to see. Yeah, she's licking her butt, so we can't show the butt. I can do that with little socks, but with an imaginary leash. You're like, I don't know. The British short hair, and it wants attention all the time. But if you pick it up, you're dead. Are very proud, so that's very. Oh, okay. Yeah, she is an American short-haired domestic tabby. Yeah, cat butt. Yeah. Yeah, there's like some stray cats in the neighborhood. Yeah, that emote's so funny. There are some stray cats in the neighborhood. We call them the Council of Cats because they tend to like congregate outside the mailbox at my neighbor's house across the street. You said no butts. I said no butts. I said no butts. I like that emote though. That's really cute. It's adorable. So, well, she's still back there. She's grooming herself, is what it is. All the vibes this evening. Oh my goodness. What a lovely time. This is, I always say it, but like at the end of the day, whenever I stream, this is sort of like my bright spot. Get to come hang out with people. Even if they're lurking, I'm totally fine with lurking. Because I lurk in a lot of streams. So. But it's been so lovely. So nice. My bright spot. That's my bright spot. I had to put lip gloss on. My lips were really dry. So. Man, oh man. You're a master lurker? Same. I spend about 90% of my time lurking these days. Lurkers make Twitch go round. Exactly. But I also, I like the idea. I love chat. I love, having conversations in chat. But at the same time, it's I like the idea of just sort of being that background noise for people. Sort of how Twitch was for me when I first kind of got on Twitch. It was just so that way I had, other adults, sounds of other adult voices. You know? So for me, that was, what I needed. What I wanted, you know? So... yeah, so I love it. I love lurkers. Lurkers make Lurkers make the Twitch go round. Twitch go round. Lurkers make the Twitch go round. But yeah, and so fun. I just don't like silence, to be honest. I mean, same. Same. I was so mad. I was so mad when, like, my work laptop, like, my employer totally blocked Twitch. So, like, I cannot get on Twitch from my work laptop. So I have to, like, boot up my... Because it's hard to watch Twitch on your phone. So I have to boot up, like, my own shitty laptop. I have to boot that up. And it works for most of the time. Yeah. It was so funny. This is, like, this is a funny story. It's one of my favorite things, like, and I appreciate, again, I don't, for all intents and purposes, I don't like my job, but my employer is pretty good. You know, I can't complain. Like, they have, like, kind of an open door policy, ask questions. They have, like, what's called town hall meetings. Yeah, they blocked it completely. Yeah. They completely blocked I'm pretty sure they IP blocked it because it was like, you have to, like, it's like, this is blocked. It's like, if it's for business purposes, reach out to IT. I was like, fuck. So, dang, coworkers probably watching. I mean, listen, anything's possible, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm just watching cooking streams. I'm just watching food and drink streams and metal streams. Ooh, woo. Anyways, it's called it market research. So we had one of these town hall meetings with the CEO of the company, which is fine. You know, you have, like, transparency within the company, and they have this thing where you can ask questions. This is my uwu voice. Uwu? Uwu? That's my uwu voice. So there are these questions, like, there's, like, an app, and, like, you can ask questions, and people can, like, upvote them to sort of get them to the top of the list. And a lot of the questions, like, when I was in this town hall meeting, were, like, business related. So, you know, but I was scrolling through the questions and someone had put in there, can you unblock Spotify on my work laptop, please? I was like, oh, fuck. They even blocked Spotify. I mean, get it, these days with upwards up to 30 degrees, I've been looking at tubs too. Yeah, research for the masses. Yeah, I thought it was funny. You'd be looking at, like, listen, I'm looking at tubs. I don't know. It's funny, though, because YouTube is not blocked, so. Not the ones of the hot variety, though, right? Right. I resigned on the spot. Well, I think, like, I listen to, like, I have no problem listening to music on my phone, right? Like, I have, you know, whatever. For me, that's whatever. And I also have my laptop, so that's, like, whatever.
That's got to be the best parade I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Hello, Alce83. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Are you listen, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna ask a question. Are you a bots? Tier 1 sub for 1 month? Nice. Follows. Okay, no, you're not. Sorry, I've had an issue with bot followers lately. But welcome on in, Alce83. You don't have to say hello. You can lurk away, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. Yay. But a real person, man. I've been getting bot follows and it's like the worst. It is like followers are cool and everything, but and I love getting new followers because I get to play like the cool little, and like, yeah, not a bot. Hell yeah. Well, welcome on in. Yeah, beep boop, beep bop boop 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 boop. We were arting earlier. If I'm assuming that's something a bot would say, not a bot. Okay, yeah, I see where Dacronus, you got caught in Dacronus's gift sub. I'm looking at my dashboard now. I see you were one. You were one that got caught in the gift sub. So thank you so much for the follow. We were arting earlier, just to let you know, I'm working on a series that is a 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but they're like, you know, they're in a holding pattern. They're waiting for the end of the world to come. So timed out for 90 seconds. I mean, technically, if I had that feature, you could technically do that, but I don't. Kermit. I don't even have Kermit. I need to put Kermit on here. Yeah, you're watching your stream earlier? Oh, thank you so much. Well, hey, I appreciate you. I art on Sundays and Wednesdays, and then I play Final Fantasy on Fridays. Yeah. While work, now time for bed. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you popping in. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully you come back. Enjoy the emotes. I have some pretty good emotes. Just saying. But yeah, I hope you have a good rest. Thanks for coming in. I know, I stream way late. Because it's the only time I can, like, really get in time to stream. But indeed, Alice, welcome aboard. Matey Scallywag. Friend, we're glad to have you. And have a great night. And yeah, like Krona said, take care. Alright, my lip gloss is all over this. I'm trying to, like, clean it off. Got the sub for the hearts and the kitties. Exactly. Oh, she's sleeping. She's snoozing. Look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah, and the bongo moogle. Bongo moogle, bongo moogle. I love bongo moogle. Because I love Final Fantasy. But listen, the best moogles were in Final Fantasy 12. The rest of the time, the moogles, I'm like, I'm not interested. But I thought that was cute. So sweet. She really is so sweet. She likes to, like, hop on my desk while I'm working at the most inopportune time, and she just kind of, like, walks all over everything. I'm like, Cat, what are you doing? So, sweet kitty. Well, awesome. Well, what a fucking fun-ass stream this was. Final Fantasy 14 Moogles are the only ones I know, but I'm not really a Final Fantasy guy. Yeah, the Final Fantasy, like, the Moogles... I'm just like, look up the Final Fantasy 12 Moogles, and you will see why I love them so much. It's a lot. Listen, I couldn't get into Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is way too much. I think I played the first Kingdom Hearts when it came back, like, way back in the day, and it was too much for me. I'm like, I love Final Fantasy, but holy fuck. This is, like, ridiculous. And I know a lot of people, like, I can get why people really enjoy Kingdom Hearts. I think for me, the element of the Kingdom Hearts is that Disney's involved. I don't like the cross. I don't understand. They don't look like the traditional Moogles, but, like, because they are more like an actual, like race, like, of, like, a character in the Final Fantasy 12, and they are so fucking cute, and I'm like, they're my favorite. So, if it did say Moogle, I'd say they were Lala. They probably, I would assume for 12, they're probably a combination of those characters, for sure. So, they're so cute. I love them so much. But yeah, for me, Kingdom Hearts was definitely the Disney aspect of it, I was just not into. Like, the whole, like, you're going through to, like, the different sort of, like, Disney stories. I couldn't do it. But Final Fantasy, like, Final Fantasy, I love. So good. I know, they're so adorable. 12 is probably my favorite. Like, I really enjoy 14. Just, it's fantastic. But if I'm looking at story and art and, like, that, Final Fantasy 12 is definitely my favorite. It has the most cohesive story, I think. Like, it doesn't feel very, like, all over the place. Like, it's very... I love it, but everything about the Heartless and the lore surrounding it, shit. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just had a hard time getting into it, I think. It's just kind of what it came down to. It was too Disney for me. I was like, okay. But again, I can understand. That's just me. I'm not taking a shit on it. I just always like to make sure that's clear. Like, I'm not taking a shit on it. I get why people really enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. And I thought about maybe trying to dive back into it, but I'm just like, let me play Final Fantasy 14, please. Thank you. Bloop, 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 bloop. I need to get back into trying to finish 15. I didn't finish 15. I got stuck on one part, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta start I'm stuck. So, oh well. Pirate Lass doesn't like Disney, people leave. It's not that I don't like Disney. There are definitely Disney things that I enjoy. I have Disney Plus. I don't know. There was something about the game mechanics I wasn't really a big fan of. And then, yeah, the lore. I was like, what the fuck is this lore? It's really when it came, like, hey, Ray Martini. Hey, friend. How are ya? I know it says we're in art, but we're just chitter-chattering right now. I've kind of figured out what I want to do for my next piece. But how are ya? Ray Martini. How are ya? Chatting isn't art. Chatting isn't art. That's for sure. The Kermit summoned the Dark Lord Ray Martini. Yeah, I don't have the Kermit. I don't have that, though. I don't have that particular BTTV emote. Everyone just put Kermit in the chat earlier, and then Ray pops in with his, with the Keck W, with the laughing Keck W. And he's going to say nothing else. You all have acknowledged Ray, and he's just going to be like, Ray, have you seen my cat? This is my Cato. She's sleeping right now, so I'm not going to mess with her. Cato. Sunshine the cat. I mean, she's so sweet. She is. She keeps me company. When the kids had school. Oh my god, I just realized, like, I gotta get school supplies this weekend. But, I totally got sidetracked. Oh, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts Disney. Gotcha. I don't have a problem with Disney. Just, again, I know it, I don't know, I felt like it tried to market itself to a Final Fantasy crowd, but it really wasn't a Final Fantasy game. There you go. That was my issue with it. I'm just pulling your leg, don't worry. Hey, I just like, people like what they like. Listen, I have no problem with Disney. I have Disney Plus, and I'm just waiting for The Mandalorian to come back. I have not watched Obi-Wan though, but I feel like I don't know. I kind of want to watch Obi-Wan, but I kind of don't want to watch Obi-Wan because I'm not interested in the story of Obi-Wan, of Kenobi. I'm more interested in the story of the Mandalorian. Just saying. In the book? In the book? What book? Oh, yeah. I did watch the Book of Boba. Yeah, let me rephrase. I'm interested in the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba. And the Book of Boba Fett. Watch Obi-Wan. I know. I feel like I need to. I understand, like, there's some really fantastic scenes. Okay, I'm paying attention again. All I heard the past couple of minutes was cats while spamming the Discord with cats. You're like, listen, cats? Cats. It's not so much about Obi-Wan. It's about more... Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely heard that about Kenobi, about Obi-Wan. That is, I feel like it definitely feels like more like a bigger story, you know? But definitely be interested to like check it out, and I will get around to it. I think I was waiting for like all the episodes to come out so I could just binge watch it. But yeah, also same to Cronus. I felt that Boba Fett was just like a pause. It was just a way to sort of like introduce and set up the next season for the Mandalorian. Because yeah, like the last couple episodes, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be Boba Fett. Why am I getting these exclusive episodes that deal with, you know, Baby Yoda, Grogu, and Mando, you know? Yeah, I think I went into Boba Fett, and this is my fault. I did enjoy Boba Fett, but I went into it with a certain expectation, and I really try not to do that. Yeah, I went in with a certain expectation, and I think, how they told Boba Fett's story, I felt was a disservice to the character himself. You know, they sort of like built him up to be kind of this, you know, this sort of larger than life character, ends up being kind of a pivotal character, but you know, his storytelling, I think, was my issue. I've not finished Obi-Wan yet. Some of the scenes were rough for me. Yeah, I've seen a couple snippets. Like, it doesn't ruin it for me to see, like, spoiler scenes. Like, it's like the journey to get, like, the storytelling to get to that point, like that pivotal point. I know there was, I guess there's, and I'm trying not to spoil it, but I do know apparently there's a scene between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, and I did watch that, and I thought that was I thought you'd seen it. I'm sorry. It's okay. No, here's the thing. Like, hearing, like, little tidbits about a show, like, it doesn't necessarily ruin it for me. It just makes me be like, oh, well, how did you get to that point? Like, how did we, from what I know, get to this particular moment in time? So for me, it's about the journey, you know, kind of getting to that end point. Listen, I'm the type of person where I will take a book. Example, book, right? I'll flip to the last couple pages and I will read the last page. I will read the last page. I'll read the first page. I read the last page. And that's how I determine if I pick up a book. Because then I can like, oh, well, how do they get to this point? How do we get from the beginning to the end? Does no one else do that? I do that. I just like the journey. It's not necessarily all about the destination. It's about the journey. You know? Oh, let me fix that title. No. I spent a few days watching Ewoks, the older series of movies. It was amazing. Oh, fuck, man. Those Ewok movies are crazy. Ewoks! Oh, man. Oh, man. That's right. They, like, the Ewoks have their own movie. I totally forgot that that was a thing. Yeah, I can never, like... Yeah, I guess I just like... Chitter chatter. There we go. The cartoon is hard to watch, but it's so good. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, there is something about... I'm trying to think. I never watched the cartoon. I do remember seeing snippets of the Ewok movie and being just like really confused, having seen them in Star Wars, but then be like, well, what's going on? As a kid being like, I'm confused. But yes, Arian, I see your shocked face about how I determine books I read, like fiction books. It's all about the middle. It's all about the middle, the chaos, the change, how they grow, and how the author tortures them to get to the growth and the change, to get to the result at the end. So that's why, like, so I have only watched a couple episodes of Stranger Things, and it was like the first season. So when all this stuff came out with like Eddie Munson and like the Master of Puppets, like I had no issues like watching like that particular scene, like, and story and stuff, and being like, oh, okay, cool, this is what happened. Oh, there's a girl, kiddo. What you doing, tall girl? Oh, you're getting her? All right. You going to bed? Okay. Yes. She got girl kiddo. She's quite tall. I don't know if you could tell. She's quite tall. She's almost as tall as I am. Kato wants to be on stream. Yeah, she gets the Kato. Usually Sunshine ends up with one of the kids at some point in the night. Generally ends up with boy kiddo at the foot of his bed. So the Kato wants to be on stream. Yeah. She loves that cat, but now she's asking me for a dog, and I'm like, I gotta fix a fence. No dog until I can I have a fence I gotta replace for sure, like this side of my fence. So, cause there's boards missing. So, and the neighbor just has like some like pergola set up just to try and keep their dogs out. I was like, fine. So, but yeah. They gotta I'm gonna have to start getting them like back onto like a school night routine. So that way, the struggle isn't gonna be, she's gonna be riding the bus next year. She's going to a different school. So I think my boy is having a little bit of anxiety about that, because he'll still be in elementary school and she's going off to the middle school. So they drive each other crazy, but they, for the most part, like, look after each other. Oh, I found this funny. I posted it in Discord. I found this, like, really hysterical picture, like, of my kids in my phone. Let me see if I can find it.
Hey, don't show them that. Don't show
Too late,
show
man.
them that.
She's over. Don't show him.
Don't show them.
It's funny.
Nancy,
What?
me and Reese bursted out laughing when we saw it. We said,
Yeah. They have, like, the iPad is hooked up, like, to the... Yeah, she's like, no! Yeah. So anytime like they do like drawings or like take pictures from the iPad, because it's set up to like the cloud, the photos automatically get put on my phone. So I see all this stuff all the time. Here, honey, let me see.
This one's my favorite.
Oh yeah, this is her favorite of her. I don't know what they were doing. Yeah, they're fun. It's parents' jobs to keep kids humble through bullying. Pretty much. It's actually like a visor that she flipped up so that way the visor was like pointing up like this. My mother-in-law gave it to her. They went over to grandma's, my mother-in-law's house, or Will in. Yeah, so it's a visor. So she had, it's like it's cute, but she like flipped it up and yeah. They were having, that was last night. And I was like, what is this? Or the other night. So they're funny. Anyways.
What are you drawing?
Just sketching out my war. She's asking what so this is war, but she's going to be in water. So this part of her will be a kind of like her head and stuff will be above water, but everything else will be below water. We'll see how it looks with pen. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. You gonna go to bed now? Good night. I think she was asleep and she woke up because she's kind of got like a little sleep in her eye, so. Was she dressed by Ed 5? Ah! Pun. To tail jail. To tail jail with you. I appreciate the pun, though. I appreciate that. That's a good one. I appreciate that. That's so funny. But, yeah. People leave. No, don't leave. I don't mind. Tail's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, Tail's pretty rad. Tail's pretty cool. Here we go. This is me. It's fucking gross emote. I hate it. I hate it so much, but I love it. So gross. I hate it, but I love it. I hate it, but I love it. It's so... Those are... You don't know what those are? Those are, so... I was there when this happened. So, you know that Dolly thing where, like, you put in a phrase and it makes, like, really cursed, images? So I guess they did PogChamp. Was it PogChamp? Or no, KEKW. They did a KEKW. And fucking put glasses on it. And they put like KEKW. Was it KEKW or PogChamp? I don't remember which one. And like they pulled these like fucking cursed images. And so Chain made two of them emotes. He's like, no one's gonna notice that I replaced two emotes with these guys. So look, no one noticed. No one cares. The whole bot is cursed. It's like, whoa. I don't know whoever designed that bot is like, oof. Yes. It's so cursed. Yeah, so we have yeah. Lol. And I think one of them, he made one of the faces like a bit badge. So, so Ray has that bit badge. That's lovely. I just have cute little money bags. That's all I have for my bit badges. Just cute little Cute little money bags. So, yeah, very, it makes me laugh. But they go really well. Let me show you what they go really well with. They go really well with, oh God, they're so gross. But it goes well with, those two emotes go really well together. Because it looks like he's eating the boiga. So if I do post them, like, I have to make sure I post those two together. Because it looks like he's eating the boiga. Oh. Make a yummy sound. Make a yummy eating sound. The tongue flap, like the flappy tongues, for me... Like, I get why they're funny. Like, I get why they're funny, but those are so gross. Who is that? I know one is Young Gun. And Zelk. Okay. You know, Ben, didn't Ben lose his flappy tongue emote? Yeah, because I think Ben was like, I lost my flappy tongue. Some of my sums run out and I would flaps. Yes, burger and beers. Ooh, burgers and beers. I haven't had burgers and beers in a while. What's up? Oh, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I get paid on Friday. I'm going to treat myself to a delicious burger and brews on Friday. Sounds delicious. You guys have flappy ears? Yeah. I'm trying to think who else. There's a couple people who lost their flappy tongues. Jeff uploaded the map to his account. He's like, I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. That's so funny. Boiga. Oh man, I love a good burger. You know, I usually get, because I don't eat, because I'm a vegetarian, I usually get, like, there's one place here called The Garage. They have a really good, like a vegan quinoa patty, but then they also do the Impossible burgers, like the, you know, it looks like meat. It tastes like meat, but it's not meat. I usually get one of those. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I usually get like a, what is it? I'm trying to think what it's called. Yeah, those are good. I usually get the Impossible burgers. They are pretty good. I do get a little bit of shit from my brother-in-laws about the Impossible burger. They're like, this isn't your vegetarian stuff in it, because my parents, bless them, they always make sure, like, and I don't ask them to, but my dad loves to grill, so he always tries to make sure that he has something for me that can be put on the grill, that he can grill. And so when I told him about the Impossible burger and the Impossible meat, they're like, okay. And my brother-in-laws are always like, isn't that vegetarian stuff, is it? And I'm like, those are yours, these are mine. I was like, and what does it matter? You're not going to tell the difference. But my brother-in-laws they're country boys, good old boys. So yeah, I love my brother-in-laws, but sometimes I'm like, come on, guys. But yeah, like a burger, and then like, ooh, I was gonna get ciders. There's a cider that's made by a local brewer here called Super Fancy. It's very delicious. It's like 7%, so you taste a little bit more of the alcohol versus like a 5% cider. But that sounds really good. I think I'm gonna do that on Friday. Yes. All right. Well, I feel like I've chitter-chattered your ears off long enough. But what a lovely stream. Like I said, it's I definitely have some IRL stress and kind of emotions and stuff going on. I might get a hot dog because y'all are making me hungry. Get some food. Not big on hot dogs. Even when I was eating meat. I liked a nice brat. Personally. So, and I honestly haven't had dinner. I didn't eat dinner. Like, I finished work at 7, and then I started getting ready for stream. Too lazy to make those pies. Like, I'm too lazy to make pies. I thought about, like, oh, if I end stream early enough, maybe I'll go get, like, Taco Bell, because Taco Bell's open till like 3 a.m. But here we are. It's not 3 a.m. It's after midnight for me. It's 12:11 a.m. But I finished work at 7, and I started getting ready for stream. So, like, putting makeup on, doing hair, like, kind of setting up cameras, and kind of doing, checking on the kids and all that stuff. So, I didn't eat. I had a chocolate bar, so I cannot do hot dogs. Something in it, in the ass. Ugh, yeah. Maybe a combination of too many spices. Pies are still in their components, not even Lego, because I need to chop it. Hot dog. Yeah, hot dog, 1 minute. Yeah, I was never a big fan of hot dogs. I think, at least here in the US, like, I would only eat, like, the all beef hot dogs. I wouldn't, they'd have to say, like, all beef on the package, Plastic. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. But listen, for real though, since we're talking about hot dogs, my son loves, like, he's very fixated on, like, on one type, like certain food types. So he's I guess what you call a picky eater. But I swear he eats so many hot dogs. He's like, give me 2 hot dogs. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be reincarnated as a hot dog as well. Would you say that you're a worst? Depending on how I... Nice. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here because I'm out of water and I have to go to the bathroom. So you're like, ooh, yeah. But yeah, my son has a the chin and he meets small. Versten. Close enough too. Okay, yeah. I was like, my German is rusty, so I just didn't want to be like jump in and be like, yeah, absolutely. Oh, what a lovely stream. This has been such a beautiful... I can, like, recognize words. Like, I took all that German in school, and, like, it's all out the window. Alrighty. My friends, I must say good night. Indeed, most definitely. This such... My Dutch is pretty basic, but yeah. Good. Oh, sorry. I just hopped into, like, the pets, the cute and cuddly animals on Discord. Oh my goodness. Oh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Look at all the catos. No. I did find the cats. Oh, I totally wasn't paying attention. And Irian redeemed Talk Like a Pirate. All right. Let's see if we can get Talk Like a Pirate for 2 minutes. I Indeed, matey scallywags friends, I thank you again for hanging out with me. Show me your pirate deeds in the chat, indeed. I know it to be strange. We got the lo-fi beats, and then I'm asking for pirate deeds. But I promise it all makes sense. So, yes, I did find all the catos in the Discord, and they make me soul so happy indeed. And all of you make me happy indeed. I talk like a pirate. Can you meow like a pirate? Arr, meow. But the real question be, can I ooh woo in pirate? Let's try. Can we ooh woo in pirate? I say, arr woo. No, it don't work. It don't work. You see, because you can only ooh woo in a ooh woo voice. It is exclusive. It cannot cross different types of speeches. Ya are woo? Ya are woo? I don't know. Ya are woo. I suppose it work. Ya are woo. But can we meow? Meow? Meow are? Meow? Who knows? Indeed. But what a lovely stream it be this evening. We had our clap of thunder in me favorite cup. We worked on meow. Indeed, meow. We worked on our war drawing for our 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and I'm very excited to work on it. But again, most importantly, we had a lovely evening. I hope you had a lovely evening with me this evening. We had Girl Kiddo here. Looks like we've got a cat. Yes, indeed. You're telling me good night again, my dear.
Yes.
Alrighty. Good night, my love. 3, 2, 1, and the timer is up. Indeed. Hello, kiddo, and hello, Cato. Yeah, she's very tall. Like, as you can see, like, I'm sitting and she's standing. She's quite tall. So, yeah. I mean, I can do a height comparison real quick. They'll show. You see? See, look. She should be in bed, but she's awake, so. Okay. Yeah. So my 11-year-old is almost as tall as me. So, anyways, I'm wearing my bruised chicken skin shirt. I love this so much. Okay. Let's, so we talked like a pirate. We got to see Girl Kiddo. Boy Kiddo. I'm surprised we haven't seen Boy Kiddo. Boy Kiddo must have been very, very tired. So I think he's getting back to his school schedule. So, because he was up at like 6:30 this morning asking for the goddamn iPad. I was like, are you serious? Go to bed. Go back to sleep. So, we'll be back Friday. Or, you know, hanging out. Burgers, brews. I don't know if I won't eat on stream because I'll be working late. So I'll probably have some food delivered. I might end up eating on stream, but we'll play some Final Fantasy. It'll be fun. It'll be chill. You know, you'll get to hear me swear a lot, more so than normal. And yeah, what else? Oh yeah, if you have channel points and you want to see me do a Final Fantasy 14 food and drink stream and cosplay stream, you can redeem those. You can put those in the community challenge. A lot of you already probably do, but if you don't, there's a link for all my social media bullshit. And I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. I do not have a command for my Discord. But yeah. So I'm going to I gotta get the cosplay. I'm gonna cosplay as my Viera. I have a Viera in Final Fantasy 14, and I'm gonna cook. So try and get that done. Yeah, in Discord, and yeah, it'll be fun. So if you're able to, I'd love to hang out. You can hang out with me, and we'll drink cocktails, drink brews. Get a little buzz, get a little drunk, play some video games, and have just a great time entering the weekend. So, yeah, that's all from me. No raid. I don't even know who's on. So I'm going to let the wind take each and every one of you where you need to go. But like I end every stream, and I think this is very important to remind everyone, and I also say it as a reminder to myself, but as to everybody. If no one's told you this today, I am very, very proud of you. Whatever stuff is going on in your life, we made it through the day. We were able to smile, laugh, have a drink, whatever we needed to do. We made it to this point. You are loved, you are valued, and you are allowed to hold space. Don't let anyone ever tell you differently. Oh, the hearts. And if you are ever given an opportunity to be a pirate, always, forever, be a pirate. You know? Live wild, live free, and be forever untamable. Thank you all so much for... Oh, no, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome, and you're awesome. Thank you all so much for just choosing me to spend time with this evening, and for your generosity. I know there's a lot of very wonderful, generous folks. The Cronus, Plastic Kitten, Erin. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good evening. I'll see you on Friday and on the interwebs. All right, I love your faces. Goodbye.